Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome to another product empties video. It's been a while since I did my last one. I filmed my last one in September. As a result, I have so many product empties for you. Loads of stuff's fallen on the floor. One second. I'm filming on a slightly strange background today because I didn't want to sit on the floor because it actually really hurts my back when I end up filming these for ages. And also my flat is a mess from Christmas. So happy New Year. If all goes to plan, this should be being uploaded on the 1st of January 2025. So welcome in, happy New Year. No matter what your plans are today, hopefully this is a nice long video for you to watch. I kind of put it up with the aim of that if people have been out, they're feeling a little bit hungover, they want some mindless YouTube to stick on in the background, what better than a product empties review. I've got pastry all over my jumper because I just had my breakfast. If you've seen my videos before, welcome back. If you've never seen my videos before, welcome in. My name's Charlotte. I do mainly vlogging content now, but some beauty stuff occasionally. My product empties are usually my most popular videos, so there's always a little bit of housekeeping to do at the beginning of these videos, so we'll get into that before we get reviewing. So like I said, this is about 3 to 4 months worth of product empties. Rightly so, as it should be. Consumption is a really big kind of like topic and, dare I say, buzzword at the moment online. Are we under consuming? Are we over consuming? I honestly think most people consume a regular amount, but what we see online tends to be erring on the side of overconsumption. If you've watched one of my product empties videos before, you'll know I always recycle these. I can recommend, if you're in the UK, the Boots Scan to Recycle, which is where you can recycle your hard to recycle products. The second thing is I started these product empties as a way of like doing a project pan. If you don't know what project pan is basically a personal challenge that you take on to use all of your products ahead of buying new ones. So to use what you've got in the cupboard versus buying endless tons of product. So for a little bit of context, I used to be a little bit of a beauty and skincare and body care hoarder. I had some tendencies around keeping and buying and storing a lot back from when I couldn't really afford to buy a lot of stuff like that or just had to go without. Over the years, I built up an accumulation. I also got some beauty advent calendars for Christmas, which I personally think are notorious for meaning you end up with a cupboard full of full-size products you don't use. And on top of that, I now do part-time content creation, which means I do get a lot of PR, most of which I give away or donate, but a lot of the products are products I really like, so I end up with a little bit of a backlog. So anything in here is really just working through my already stocked stores. There are a lot of repeats of things that I use really regularly. Anything in here that I've kind of bought new will be things like soap, shower gel, like face cleansers, things that I use the same product of religiously, so I just keep going through them. Anyway, I say all this to say that if you're new here, I'm not completely insensitive to the fact that this is a huge amount of products. I'm trying to make smarter choices. It's why I don't film these month on month, because month on month there wouldn't be a lot in there that's not just like deodorant, shower gel, toothpaste, that kind of thing. So I wait for these to build up, and recently I have gone through my cupboard and used a lot of products that are half empty to try get to the bottom of them. The last bit of housekeeping, as I just mentioned, is that some of these products in here will have been gifted to me or sent to me as PR. Usually how it works for me, at least, I can't speak for all content creators, is things are usually sent to me with no obligation to post about them. They're kind of just sent to me in the hopes that I'll try them, like them, and then organically mention them on my channel. So with that being said, I will always tell you if anything in this box has been gifted to me, but please bear in mind that none of this has been gifted to me with the intention of featuring it in today's video, if that makes sense. Basically, I'd always rather be transparent with you on whether I liked a product. I don't care about like risking my relationship with a brand, because also I'm not like that rude about any of the products anyway. What I like, you might love, and vice versa. So yeah, I try to make not a lot of my content online product centric, and I'm aware that this is very product centric. I know everyone really likes these videos. I just always feel a bit weird about filming them because it's not really like my usual content. I actually love product centric content from other people. Yeah, I guess I feel a bit strange about doing it for myself, but without further ado, shall we get started? There is so many products to go through here, and I'm going to try to figure out how long this takes me to film. So today we've got a really good mix of like home fragrance, hair stuff. There's quite a lot of home fragrance in here as well. Vitamins, body care, skincare. Once again, I don't think we've got that much makeup. I don't tend to go through makeup that quickly, and as a result, I never buy new makeup. So yeah, I think next month there'll be makeup because I'm nearly about to run out of loads of stuff. If you haven't watched one of these videos before, the format is really simple. Did I like this product, and would I rebuy this product? If it's a gifted product, I'll say, would I purchase this product with my own money? We're going to start with one that's basically falling out of the top. This is the Lee Stafford dry shampoo. This I was actually gifted. I chose this. Refresh, revolumize, and revitalize. I can say straight off the bat that I unfortunately really didn't like this. I felt like I had to use so much when I was spraying it. My hair's actually really greasy today, so I could have done with any dry shampoo. I was having to spray so much of this, and it just like wasn't really doing anything. So I tried the trick that I always do, which is I put it on overnight, so I sleep in it, and and it was marginally better, but it still didn't really help. Felt almost a bit too lightweight. My hair is quite thick. I need quite a lot of dry shampoo. It does say it won't leave a telltale cast, which it didn't, but it didn't deliver boost body and volume. Although I was surprised because I was using so much, probably like triple the amount of Batiste. And I would do all the tricks, put my hair up, scrunch it in, massage it in. No white cast, but it did feel like I couldn't breathe, you know, when you're gasping because you're worried you're aerosoling yourself. So no, I wouldn't buy this with my own money. I think it might be better for finer hair, but not good for me. On to some home fragrance next. This is the Black Vanilla Reed Diffuser. I got this from Primark. It's the Primark home range. When I moved, I just panic bought a load of like home fragrance stuff because the flat that we moved into just didn't smell like our flat yet. So I bought this. This smells really, really good. It's like quite a mature vanilla. It's not a really, really sweet vanilla. It's quite smoky. So I would say I like it, but I wouldn't rebuy it. And I'll tell you for why. It just doesn't throw the scent at all. We have got quite a big flat. I tried it in several different places and you can just barely smell it. It's so sad, but what do you expect? It's Primark home fragrance. I feel like I never get that good projection with their fragrance, reed diffusers, kind of like their room sprays, all of that kind of stuff, especially not their candles. So yeah, I could live without this. It wouldn't be a video without my Detto antibacterial bar body soap. I had 2 empty ones of these. I went through a little phase where I couldn't find it anywhere, so that's why they usually would be more. I really like these. They always feature in my videos and I would rebuy them. They come in a twin pack. They're really cheap. I like doing a bar soap and then I like doing a shower gel. Keeps me feeling really clean. I know there's some kind of discourse about whether antibacterial soap used daily on your body will cause antibiotic or antibiotic resistance, antibacterial resistance, one of those two. I did a little bit of research into it. I think if you've got sensitive skin or you're worried about that, you could use it a couple of times a week. But yeah, I use it daily and my skin is fine. I also don't have sensitive skin on my body, so that's just something to bear in mind. It does have quite a strong fragrance too. I don't know if I said, but I do like this and I would rebuy it. This is the Morphe Mini Continuous Prep and Set Mist. So I usually use a different setting spray, but I got this one because mine was out of stock and the mini one was about £11 and I think I pay full price for my Revolution one about £10 for the full size. I'm a firm believer of trying out travel miniatures and travel sizes when you don't want to commit to buying a full size product. I think it's great. The Boots near me recently revamped as well, so I was really excited to see this and I've wanted to try this for years. I actually really liked this more than my Revolution setting spray. I loved the continuosity. No, it's not a real word. I loved the continuous spray on it. It's got a really nice, really fine mist. That's only ever been my criticism of the Revolution one, which I've got on here. We'll get to that. It's quite a wet, like big mist. This is a really fine mist. Considering it was a continuous spray and it was quite like addicting to keep spraying it, this did last me a really long time. I think it could have lasted me longer if I'd been a bit more conservative with it, but yeah, I really liked this. I felt like it really left a really nice finish on my makeup. My skin is quite dry at the moment, so when I powder and then setting spray, it's quite flat. My makeup looks a bit flat. I need to add some dimension back into it. But also my setting spray that I use is a matte fix one, and this is just like a nice dewy one. It's got ceramides and antioxidants. I feel like the ceramides make it look really nice and just plump. The only reason I didn't actually rebuy this is because it's expensive, and I just thought, you know what, I really like this. I like my other one, but I get more out of it. So actually, do you know what? I'm gonna say I do like this and I would rebuy it. So the big one's £20 and I just don't think I need a £20 setting spray. For me, it would be more of a treat purchase. I've just realised that you can see where I ran out of dry shampoo and tried to use translucent powder on my roots. So now my headband it's really white. Let me just sort that out. Right, I'm back and we are gonna go with a shower gel. Original Source Creamy Raspberry and Vanilla. The smell of this, absolutely amazing. It's been ages since I bought Original Source. I had a little moment where I thought, yeah, let me get some of these. The raspberry smell is so nice and I feel like the scents of these are really strong. So this is a really simple one. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I would rebuy it. While I'm here, we'll do the other Original Source as well. I've got hard water so the bottles look disgusting, but I bought the mint and tea tree, the big bottle version of this. I bought this because I was having a hard time waking up in the morning, so it's like super tingly, quite stressful if you put it in the wrong place. Actually, yeah, I feel like you can't really miss with either of these. They're just like good, solid ones to have in the shower. So did I like this? Yes. I would repurchase this. Yes. Next up we have some vitamins and minerals. It's the Holl & Barrett Magnesium Muscle Care 375 milligrams. I don't really like to talk too much about vitamins when I'm reviewing them because I feel like it's such a personal thing everyone has different deficiencies. Everyone has different like underlying health stuff, and I am not the person to be recommending whether you take vitamins and minerals or not. It's too much responsibility for me. It feels too close to medical advice, which makes me uncomfortable. What I would say is consult with your doctor, do your own research, etc, etc. I do like these, I would rebuy them, but I don't feel like it's my responsibility to be the person to tell you about magnesium. I don't know. I hope you know what I'm trying to say. I think there's too many people online telling everyone they're deficient in this level is up, your face is down to your cortisol level, your tummy pouch is due to your magnesium. I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say. It's just not comfortable for me. Oh, this is an interesting one. This is the New Face Hydrating Aqua Gel Activator. This is a conductive gel that is designed to be used with a microcurrent device. So I've obviously been using mine with the New Face. A microcurrent device is those little machines that you rub up and down your face. I actually haven't used it in like 3 months, which I feel like is so typical when you say you're gonna get one and you're gonna be really consistent and you're gonna use it every day. But I did use it for a good old long time because I managed to get through this. Wow, good old long time is actually subjective. This is really expensive and it ran out really quickly, and the only reason I have it is because it came with my New Face when I bought it. It was like on a special deal, so let's look up how much it is. This is £34, 50 ml. Brief bit of context, what really put me off getting the New Face, because I wanted it for years and years and years and years, like years, was I was worried about the gel clogging my skin or breaking me out, because I have quite sensitive, clog prone skin. This is the best my skin's been in like years. I've really stripped back my routine to something really, really simple. Sadly, one of those people that couldn't make retinol work. So yeah, I was really hesitant about getting this with it, but you can't use a microcurrent device without the microcurrent gel because it will like zap you. This was really, really good. I really liked this product. It didn't break me out. It does feel really hydrating because it says it's a hydrating aqua gel activator. I still washed it off after I use it. Some people let it sit on your skin. I felt like it was really, really hydrating, and my skin felt lovely and supple and plump after. That might have been a side effect of using the New Face as well. But yeah, I really like this. I wouldn't rebuy it. It's too expensive. I went through this with daily use. You're supposed to use it 5 times a week, and I probably was using it about 5 times a week. I went through this in under a month, in under 3 weeks, I think. I remember seeing from the reviews that it runs out really quickly. In place, I've swapped it out for another kind of like off-brand microcurrent gel. There's plenty out there. There's cheaper ones from places like Face Gym and things like that. It's like a pump mechanism, and you actually have to use quite a lot of the gel, especially if you're on a higher setting. So yeah, I really liked this, but unfortunately I would not rebuy it. But I will say that is something to factor in to your budget when you buy a microcurrent device, is that you'll regularly need to buy gel for your face. There are loads of amazing gels online that come in much higher quantities that are really cheap. Another home fragrance, there's still a little bit in here, but the wick's not working, so I'm going to use like one of those candle warmers to get the final bits out, but I thought I'd just chuck it in. This is a Yankee Candle in the flavour Iced Berry Lemonade. This was an impulse purchase in Boots because, again, I moved, I had no candles. Yeah, I would really buy this again, and I did like it. It's really, really sweet. It's definitely more of a summer fragrance. I do really like Yankee Candles. I feel like their scents just really throw, but I don't think they're that good for you in terms of the fragrance oils or something like that. I really like a sweet, cloyingly sweet Yankee Candle, and this is perfect because it's kind of fruity. It's not like cake, cookie, berry-ish. It's not like the vanilla-y cookie ones, which I do really like, but they make me feel a bit sick. Do love it. Would we buy it? Onto some skincare. This is the Geek and Gorgeous 101 A-Game 0.05 Retinol Serum. This is not a finished product because I had to stop using it, but there's about a quarter of it left in. I don't know anyone that uses it, and I know retinol does lose its effectiveness once it's been open for a very long time. This didn't work for me. It's probably the only Natalie O'Neill recommendation that I took that didn't work for me, but still love her content. I have been very slow to join this actives hype. As I enter my late 20s, I thought, you know what, let me try. I was on Dermatica about 2 years ago because I had some really bad kind of like fungal acne going on, and really sorted me out. Came off of it, got worse again. Very, very clogged, lots of closed comedones. I get very textured skin. It doesn't look very textured. It's not really red a lot of the time, but when you touch it or see it in the light, it's like Crater City. But this was 2 years ago anyway. So decided to go on a retinol because I thought, you know, I'm probably getting to an age where I should have a regular active in my skincare, like a tretinoin or a retinol. So I tried 0.05. I was on it for about 8 months nearly, if not a little bit longer. Purged as expected, not too much though, which I was quite surprised at. And yeah, I think maybe this was just too weak and I hit a bit of a wall with it. It just didn't simply work for me. It's like I got to a point that was really good and then it just didn't improve. And I kept at it and I kept at it and I creased how many times a week I was using it. In the end, I felt like it wasn't necessarily making my skin worse, but it definitely wasn't making it any better. And every time I used it, my skin just got a little bit worse, especially towards the last of that 8 months. I'm probably not explaining that very well, but I'm not looking for retinol advice, so it's fine. I've got a really good routine now with an active that I enjoy. But yeah, this was very cheap, which is why it's a really good beginner one. So there's no love lost towards this brand or this product. I think maybe my plan should have been to go for a slightly higher strength, but I was honestly just scared of frying my skin. I didn't like this and I wouldn't rebuy it. So here we'll talk about my Revolution Super Fix, Super Strength, Super Hold Misting Spray, Ultra Matte Finish. This is probably why my skin is so matte. In the summer, this is great. It is really good. I love this product. I feel like everyone has kind of caught onto the hype of this product. It's about £10. Luckily now almost always in stock. It used to be always sold out, but it is really, really good. It's my everyday. I feel like I need something slightly dewier for winter, which is probably why I enjoyed this one so much, which is a really good alternative because it left me just a little bit glowier. I do think this is just a really good everyday setting spray. Like I said, especially in the summer, I'm a little bit more oily, so I do think this is just a really good everyday fixing spray. I've never had any complaints with this, never had any problems, and it lasts me a really long time, and I like the can format. I do wish that it was a little bit finer because it's definitely quite globby, especially when you get to the last quarter of the can. You have to be quite careful because otherwise you end up with those like massive white circles on your face. But yeah, I really like this. I would rebuy it. I do constantly rebuy it. This is the Bioma Brightening Body Wash. This treats dull and dehydrated skin. It's got niacinamide, azelaic acid, prebiotic complex. So I bought this because I was having pretty bad back and chest acne, something I always get. My chest less so in the winter, but my back is always just like so on and off. I know what it is. It's a combo of just like hormonal skin health, working out, not being able to reach my back, blah, 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 conditioner on my back, you know, when you're washing your hair, especially if you've got long hair like product. So it comes and it goes. I really wanted the Naturium body wash, but I didn't want to pay £18 for body wash at that point in time. So I bought this and a back acne spray, and this is a really good product. This helped my chest out immensely. So I would use the antibacterial bar soap. I've got like an African exfoliating net so I can reach my back. I was mainly focused on my chest because I got this kind of at the end of summer, so my chest was still out a lot more. I get like proper like red, painful, you know, they're just like massive. Not loads, but just a few. And then this, I would scrub on a layer of this and just leave it to sit for a couple of minutes while I just like wash the rest of my body, just like make sure that that's faced out of the shower. Yeah, this really did the job quickly as well, I thought. I really like body care with actives in it, especially I haven't got sensitive skin on my body, like I said. I just think it works really well. And this was quite, I think this was £10, which I know is a lot for body wash, but it's quite a big thing of body wash. 400 ml, so it lasted me quite a long time. I also wouldn't necessarily use this every day because it has actives in it, but I think it's a good option to alternate between like another shower gel if you want something with actives in it to help treat like body acne. I really, really like this and I would rebuy it. It's not that scented. I just wish it was a slightly nicer scent. It smells kind of citrusy to me. I can't really put my finger on it, but I really like a creamy, opulent scent for shower gel. Like I love my shower gel to be like one of my main sources of fragrance. So other than that, which it loses a slightly minus point for, just being a bit bland in fragrance, I do really like this and I would really rebuy it and I would really recommend it actually. Do some more Yankee Candle. I know this doesn't look finished, but again, this will go under a candle warmer. This is Spiced Orange Yankee Candle. I had this for years. Like literal years, and I lost it. It was in like a box under my bed with some other candles, so I found it when I was moving. That's why it's been rediscovered. I really like this smell. I think it's really, really festive. It's very, very strong, very, very, very strong, like spiced orange, like clovey scent. Really nice, still quite sweet. Do I like this? Yes. Would I rebuy this? I'm going to say no because it's a Christmas scent. I don't often go out of my way to buy Christmas scents. If I'm remembering correctly, this was a Christmas gift a few years ago, so yeah, I do like it. I wouldn't rebuy it. Not a big one anyway. These are the Hero Mighty Patch spot stickers. This is a duo pack. So this has 6 original, 6 invisible. Oh, I thought I still had some left. I got excited. So you get them like this. I'm a diehard Superdrug spot sticker person. So again, I bought these because they were out of stock. My favorite products are always out of stock. Absorbs pimple gunk in 6 to 8 hours. I hated the original. I feel like they didn't do anything. They just like sat on top. They weren't flattening anything. They were just not doing anything. I will say they did stay on really well. They didn't slide around my skin. They were like nice and thick, like probably like hydrocolloid patches. But I don't feel like they did anything for the spot underneath, really. They were nothing to write home about. The invisible ones, really, really good. I don't know if it was like placebo effect, but I felt like the invisible ones did a lot better. They really helped the spot that was on, and I was genuinely really impressed by how invisible they were. But I do feel like I got better results from the invisible ones. I actually don't know if that is based in science or just me making stuff up in my head. I still use them all. I felt like the invisible had better results. Did I like these? It's complicated because I liked half the pack, but I didn't like the other half of the pack. Would I rebuy them? I wouldn't rebuy this specific pack. I probably wouldn't rebuy the brand, to be honest, because while I liked them, they're again a little bit more expensive than the other ones I like. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I would buy the invisible ones if they were there. That's not really an answer, but I just prefer the Superdrug ones. I've never been one to wear spot patches out, so I don't really care about whether they look invisible or not because I'm only ever wearing them at home. Nala's Baby Body Lotion in Vanilla Cloud. I was really recommended this after I did a fragrance video about a year and a half ago because I like layering my fragrances. I bought this for my boyfriend actually, and we ended up sharing it because I wanted to try it. It does smell really, really nice. Maybe a bit sweeter than I would like. I prefer like a slightly muskier scent, but it is really nice for bedtime. One thing I don't like about the smell is that you can smell like the oat base on it. I don't really like the smell of oat-based products. It's that like grains kind of smell. It's just very specific, isn't it? You can always tell when something is oat-based. I'm quite strict with my rules for moisturiser. Body moisturising is like my thing, my passion. I will always have a body moisturiser. It was a little bit thinner than I would have liked. I do personally really like an occlusive, thick body moisturiser, but this is a nice one for summer if you want something that soaks in really quickly. And also I do understand that this is primarily marketed at babies and kids, and you can't put necessarily always really thick, occlusive moisturisers on. But I usually do mine before bed, then put my pyjamas on, so it's got ages to sink in. But this for me was a good daytime moisturiser, so if I was showering in the morning, I know I could put it on, put my robe on, and then I'd be ready to get dressed pretty quickly. Anyway, let me not ramble about body moisturisers. Do I like this? No? Oh, it's really hard to say. It's very much okay, isn't it? Like, it's nothing to write home about, so I wouldn't rebuy it. Do really like the brand though, and like what they're doing, and apparently the body butter is the one to try, but I don't know if I will. My boyfriend, however, really did like it, but we have quite different tastes in moisturisers. L'Oreal Elmet Satin Classic Hairspray. This was Very Volume Supreme Hold. The smell of this actually takes me back. Probably shouldn't show myself like huffing aerosol on YouTube. I'll get demonetized. I don't know why I have this because this is expensive and like also a rogue buy. Do you know what I will say? I think what's happened is I've bought this in a pinch at like the airport or on my way home or in like a train station Superdrug or something, because that's the only reason I can envision myself buying this. And I actually also had this in my cupboard for years, which I think is why I picked it up. This hairspray really is like the supreme hairspray, isn't it? I don't know if that's just like clever marketing and that my parents always had it and now I always have it and it's very like classic, but I did find myself reaching for this a lot more than I thought I would. I use like gel, creams, waxes for slick backs, and just every now and then I just needed to tidy up those flyaways, and I found myself going through this a lot quicker than I thought I would. Hairspray is one of those things that I don't think I need, and then when I have it I use it, so I still don't know if I really need it. But since this has run out, I've found myself looking around for hairspray that I don't have because I didn't rebuy it. So I do really like this. I would rebuy it. I probably only would need a small can. Let's talk deodorant, specifically deodorant balms. This is by the brand Act. This was sent to me. I actually really wanted to try this. This is the flavour Mint, Pomelo and Tomato Vine. So Scent 04, Halcyon Summers. This is a deodorant balm that you put on your hands and smear it on. You know what? I had like so many mixed feelings about this. So one thing I really liked is they send a little key, like a little golden key, or they sent me one anyway. I don't know if that's, you have to buy that separately. Roll it down to get the deodorant out. One thing I didn't like immediately is that I immediately pierced holes in the packaging all over it. So on the sides here, you can't really see them, but the deodorant was squeezing out the sides. I do think, looking back on it, that it was user error, because it does actually tell you how to use it. You can do it anywhere as well. So you can do it underarms, forehead, chest. So I was a little bit miffed at that already, that it felt like quite a messy process and that it was like squeezing out the sides. But once I got the hang of it, I really liked it, and I fucking love the smell. So they reached out to me, and then they reached out to me saying, do you want a code? And I emailed them back saying, not yet, I haven't tried it, I'm not sure if I like the product. I will only reach back out to you for a code once I know I like the product, because for me, I'm not promoting something I haven't tried, and I'm a firm believer of using things before I open something new. So I actually, at the moment, I use Wild deodorant. I really like this product. Funny though, because I know everyone has like really different views on like natural deodorants. One of my friends absolutely hates this, but then I know so many people that hate Wild, and I really like Wild. I really get on with it. Lots of people recommend me Fussy, but I've never tried Fussy. I do really like Wild. I don't really love their like marketing practices, because they're supposed to be sustainable, but they push a new case like every friggin' month when you only really need one. Something about that's a bit strange to me. Doug also tried this when he ran out of deodorant, and he did surprisingly like it, and he's a bit of a stickler for the same deodorant. He's used it his whole life. So yeah, while it's a little bit messy, you get used to it, I think, because I'll just put it on the bath and wash my hands. It's not the end of the world. It does leave a few white marks, but not as many as Wild does. So let's see how much this is, so I can determine whether I'd buy it with my own money. It's on the pricier side for deodorant, so it's currently on sale at $17.85. I think that's about the same price as the Kiehl's deodorant, right? It's about the same price as the Kiehl's deodorant, which is also like a wipe-on deodorant. Honestly, I'm gonna say that I do really like this, and I would buy this with my own money for traveling. I also think it's really good for traveling because it's teeny tiny and it lasted me a really long time, so that's why I would spend that money on it. Let's do cleansers. Ordinary squalane cleanser, little and large, because large fucking sold out and I needed a cleanser. This is my all-time, at the moment, top spot favorite cleanser. This is always in these videos. I'm surprised I lasted with only 3 months and a couple of these. I thought there would have been another one in here. To be fair, I don't use a huge amount, but I am still going to cut these open because you can get loads more product out when you cut them open. I just love this. It does take a minute to like slip and break down, which is my only kind of criticism. It takes a little bit longer in the winter, but yeah, once you lather up, it gets everything off really well and it doesn't dry out my skin. I wish they did a bigger size or a refill or just some kind of different packaging. That's my main criticism of all my favorite products, is that they don't do better packaging for them. Better in the sense that this is really hard to get out the last drag. This is definitely smooth enough and thin enough that we could have a pump. It's a little bit too runny to have like a balm pot, but I just need a refill. I don't need to buy one of these every fucking 3 months. Like I said, that's my complaint about everything. Love her down, won't change her. Garnier Ultimate Blends Smoothing Conditioner. Coconut oil and cocoa butter, detangles, nourishes and smooths dry frizzy hair. I am not particularly wed to one conditioner or shampoo because I previously did like mainly hair content creation on TikTok. I have been sent so many shampoos and conditioners, and I only ever wash my hair about once or twice a week, so it takes me a really long time to get through them. This I did buy with my own money, but I basically was saying all of that to say that I chop and change shampoo and conditioners constantly. I think it's better for your hair, based in purely nothing. Based in purely vibes, I say that. I'm no trichologist, I'm no hair expert. I have quite thick hair that can get quite frizzy. It's naturally very wavy. I have a lot of it. I really used to like the Ultimate Blends range, and if I'm honest, it was on offer, so I got like 2 for £5. The other one I'm still going through. This is a really nice, thick, heavy, nourishing conditioner. One thing I will say is I think it's best for me to use this when my hair is slightly less healthy than it is now, because I did notice this is so thick and nourishing that my hair is getting a bit greasier a bit quicker when I was using this. So maybe it was time to opt for something a little bit lighter. My hair is probably in the last year the healthiest it's ever been, because I've been using my Dyson, getting regular cuts, oiling it, etc. Previously I had some like leftover balayage bleach damage, some heat damage, and this was really perfect for then. But now I think my hair just doesn't need something this heavy, just because this is weighing it down a bit. But it does leave my hair so smooth, so shiny, so like healthy looking. I do really like this. I probably wouldn't rebuy it again knowing now what I know, but I have been using this religiously for a variety of reasons for years. So I think if you've got like damaged hair or your hair can take this much moisture, great. I'm getting through this quicker than I thought I would. It's only been 40 minutes. I mean business today, clearly. These are the Westlab Epsom bath salts for aching, soothing muscles. I really do love Westlab bath salts. I don't know about you, but I'm a bath girly. Non-negotiable for me to have a bath. I always really like to have a bath before bed, and I always really like to put a bath salt in my bath. I think it just helps, especially if you work out a lot. I haven't really worked out loads in the last year, but I have been working out a bit more recently, and I do think that this does just help relax everything, gets you into a good frame of mind. I like Westlab because they're usually always on offer as well. I don't really have much to say about Westlab other than I love them, and yes, I would rebuy them. I like these plain ones because you can put your own essential oils into them and like mix them up rather than like have a predetermined flavour. Whoever put me onto this, I want to thank you. It's the Aveeno Dry Skin Relief Oat Oil body oil spray. Body oil spray with oat and jojoba. This fucking smacks. I've got like 2 of these on the go at the moment. I know I said finish one and use one, but I put perfume oil in one and I leave the other plain. But yeah, I love this. It's so nourishing. It smells pretty good. I will say people hype up the smell maybe a bit more than... No, it is quite nice actually. My only criticism is the fucking packaging. I'm really fussy about packaging. I like a pump. I like a pump for my oil like this. So you can just... And you can do it with one hand, and you can get one hand oily and one hand not. This gets so greasy. I could just decant it. Why haven't I? I don't know, because I don't have a pump bottle. And also the spray is quite difficult on it. It's not too difficult, but it's quite hard to press down. And when you've got an oily rest of your hand, it can be really difficult. And I've noticed bottle to bottle, the pump isn't consistent. So my first bottle, really easy to use. My second bottle, really hard to get it out. I always think about like accessibility from packaging, but you have to like do it like that almost, or really like pump it down. That really bothers me because it's a near perfect product. I would love a pump bottle like that, or you know, the Palmer's one that's got the white pump bottle. Perfect, because then you can just kind of like spray it across yourself. But this for me is like so hard that I sometimes have to do it with 2 hands. Anyway, am I nitpicking? Maybe. Should I be touching my greasy hair with now greasy hands? Probably not. This is a really lovely product, especially for winter. I put it on wet skin when I get out of the shower. Always put your oil on wet skin. Robe on. Does take a little while to sink in, but that's fine. And sometimes if I'm feeling extra luxurious or extra dry, I'll put a moisturizer on over the top. I like that it's quite neutral smelling as well. So even though it does have a really nice smell, it's not a bit sweet, but it's not too sweet. Anyway, please don't sell this out, not till I've bought a new one. This is the cream cleanser by Skin Rocks. So I was gifted this. So I have been to a couple of Skin Rocks events. I had a facial at their Liberties counter, which was gifted. So I have like quite a good established relationship with them. And they recently released the cream cleanser. They used to have a gel cleanser, which I was previously using, and this is a product that I was unable to finish because I didn't like it. So I really like some of the Skin Rocks products. I've got the full range and I haven't got around to trying all of them yet, but I do really like their gentle acid they do. That's what I've been using. I really love their branding and they're kind of like less is more approach. This is Carolyn Hirron's brand, obviously the godmother of skincare. Unfortunately, I just didn't get along with the cream cleanser. I have quite picky skin for cleansers, and every now and then I divert from my original plan and my skin gets really wrecked and I regret it every single time. So this is completely my own fault for trying a product that I probably shouldn't have tried because I knew it wasn't gonna do well for me. One thing I do really like about this range is she has a fragrance-free version of every single product, so I opted for a fragrance-free. This does feel really nice. It can be used as a first or a second. I think I was using it as a first, which is probably why I don't have as many squalane cleansers in there as I thought I would. But yeah, it is a really nice, like creamy, balmy cleanser with no fragrance, but this did just break me out. Skin was quite dry because of it, and I do just generally prefer an oil cleanser, so I didn't really like this, and I wouldn't request it or buy it with my own money. I think there's probably other products in the range that I think are better. This is unfinished for me, which feels like a waste, but I probably will offer it to one of my friends for them to try so it doesn't get completely wasted. Oh, we've still got quite a lot of home fragrance to go. So we have another reed diffuser in here. This is linen. It just says home linen. This one is from Tesco. Again, bought on a food shop. I just wanted some reed diffusers. If you're envisioning me coming home with 1,000,001 scented home fragrance products after a food shop, you're absolutely right. Not worth it. Don't buy it. The fragrance is so weak. Nice smell, exactly as you'd expect. Just kind of like cheap, fresh, linen-y, clean, cottony smell. Not worth it. I think my rooms were too big. the reed diffuser was too small. The scent just didn't carry at all, and it was only like £2, so I got what I paid for, didn't I? Do you know what? There also is a candle in here that I've obviously put in here, like I'll remember which one this is, and it's got like no label on it, and it doesn't smell like anything. So what the fuck was it? I remember exactly what this was. This was a refill of the Marks and Spencer range, and I put it in a glass jar. That I had an empty one, you know, the Calm Apothecary range. It was a housewarming present, but they didn't give us the original jar, so we just got the refill. So I just chucked it in here, and I was like, I will remember, and now I remember. I really like the Marks and Spencer's Apothecary range, yeah, but I don't think this was very good. It's the refill of the candle. I don't know if maybe I was just a bit immune to it because it's quite a subtle smell, or I just didn't feel like it had a good scent. I love the notion of the refill. I think it's a great concept. It comes in this really like quite simple waste-free packaging, the little cardboard with the wax paper insert, so it's all recyclable, but I just really wasn't that impressed by the smell. It's like a lavender sandalwoody type aroma, but it was really, really faint. I could barely smell it. I moved it into smaller rooms as well, like our hallway. Nothing to write home about. I love the other things from that range, so like the hand soaps and the hand creams, but I think maybe just the candle fell a bit flat for me. No, I didn't like it. No, I wouldn't rebuy it. This is the K18 Peptide Prep Detoxing Shampoo. This was gifted to me, and this is my last bottle. I've run out, and oh, how I love you, K18 Detox Shampoo. You can't see it because I've rinsed out every single type of thing, but this was like a black shampoo. Girl, I love this shampoo so much. Originally, when I was gifted this, there were 2 shampoos in the K18 system. So I got the pH balancing one and the detox shampoo. And if you don't wash your hair that often, this shit is so good. It slaps, and it's 100% worth the money because I will probably be rebuying this with my own money. I actually probably could just email them and ask for another one, but I feel really shy and really rude doing that because it's not a cheap product. It's been ages since they sent me anything, and yeah, I know lots of people do that. I'm just shy. This is such a nice lather. This is so gentle. I shampoo my hair twice, so I would do this as my first shampoo to kind of loosen up any dirt or any hair product, especially if you've been doing slick backs, things like that, where you've got oil in your hair. Lather it up, let it sit for a few minutes, and then wash it all out. And yeah, it just leaves your hair so nice and clean. I think if you're trying to pick between the shampoos, I would recommend this one if you're willing to spend decent money on a shampoo. 2-pack of these effervescent vitamin D3 tablets from Holl. These are raspberry flavour. They're high strength for bone health, etc. What I said about vitamins and supplements earlier still stands. The reason I get these tablet, like drinkable ones over tablets, is because I take medication in the morning and I don't like having to remember to take a lot of tablets, and I like a tasty drink to kickstart my day. It gets me on the hydration train. I take a high strength because there's studies linked between vitamin D deficiency and ADHD and lessening of symptoms, etc. So I have spoken with my doctor about it, which is why I take a high strength one. But I really like these. 20 tablets in, so they do last quite a long time, and I like the raspberry flavour. It kind of tastes like summer fruit squash. Supposedly, like, most people in the UK are vitamin D deficient. Obviously do your own research, but yeah, I think that works really well for me, and I haven't bought them in ages because I haven't been to Holl in ages, but that's just been a nice reminder for me to go back. So I do like these, and I would rebuy them. It wouldn't be a product empties video without a Aveeno Calm and Restore Triple Oat Serum. Holy grail, light of my life. Why the fuck, Aveeno, do you not do refills? I say that with love and light, and if anyone from Aveeno is watching, I'm sorry for swearing at you. It's not very brand friendly of me, but I just really want you to do a refill of this because I know in the US you do big sachet refills, but you do not do them here, and this is always sold out. I have actually gone on to another serum, which will be in the next product empties video, to try out in lieu of the Aveeno serum. But yeah, I love this product. It's so nice for layering. I think it was Natalie O'Neill who taught me about thin layers of hydration rather than necessarily like something really thick and occlusive, and this is like a prime heavy lifter example of that. Whenever I feel like I've fucked my skin up, I just basically stop putting everything on it except for this, and it really, really works. So yeah, I do really like this. I would love to rebuy it if it was available. It's always sold out, but yeah, you can usually find it on offer. You don't have to buy it full price, hardly ever. The packaging is almost all entirely rubbed off this, but this is the Hair by Sam McKnight Cool Girl Cleanse Volumizing Shampoo. This was a gift from the lovely team at Sam McKnight. I reviewed the conditioner in my previous video because I tend to go through conditioner a little bit quicker. To recap that, the scent of these is absolutely amazing. It's like herby. It smells like green, like dill and tarragon and parsley. I don't know if that's what they're going for, but it smells fucking expensive. And while I didn't love the conditioner, I really loved the shampoo. It is quite expensive. Let's look up how much it is. The size is rubbed off this. I'm going to assume it's the 250ml, which is £25, £28. 25 on sale at the moment. So I do think it's an expensive shampoo. Again, I'm going to put this in the category of expensive shampoos I like and I think are worth the money if you would like to spend £28 on your shampoo. It was more that this was a really nice sensory experience to use. Like, it smelled really good. It lathered into this beautiful foam. I didn't have to use too much, which is a really big thing for me in shampoos because I obviously have a lot of hair and I don't want to be rushing through my shampoos really quickly. I use them quite sparingly. So to me, a good lather is really important. So while this has like a luxury price point, it felt like a luxury experience to me. It was just really, really nice. I do really like this and I would rebuy it. The conditioner I can live without, but the shampoo, I love her. The last of my home fragrance, we have Cleo candles. Again, this was another gift. I've spoken about Cleo candles quite a lot on my YouTube product empties videos because one of these is always in there. This is in the fragrance Creamy Musk and Sandalwood. This one was a little bit more subtle. You do get a lot of the musk. My usual favorite is the honey and tobacco one. I'm a sucker for like anything tobacco flavored, anything honey flavored, honey vanilla, tobacco vanilla, all of that kind of stuff. I chose this one as the second one I wanted to try. I did really like it. It was a little bit more subtle. I think this was better for me for summer because I tend to like exclusively like wintry home fragrances and they can be a little bit heavy in the winter. But yeah, I did really like this one. I'll put the link for her website in the bio. It's a small business from Ireland. So I think if you're going to support anyone out of all of these, go for the small businesses. Really do like this. Really nice. Absolutely would buy it with my own money. Last but not least, we have my Superdrug spot stickers. These are the blemish stickers, salicylic acid. You get 30 of these and they're really, really good price. And this is the like coral and shell one. So it always has the design on the back. I absolutely love these spot stickers and fingers crossed, I actually haven't had to buy any spot stickers in a really long time because my skin is in a really good place at the moment. But these are always really good to have and they actually show them as the actual size. So they are quite a big sticker. I just think these are probably the best value you can get for the most effective. My other favorite spot stickers are the CosRx and the Mighty Patch invisible ones, but you get so few in the pack and they're so expensive. CosRx, you get 18, you get varying sizes. I just like these because you get one size. You can get clear ones. They're usually on a 3 for 2 offer. I think they're about £4. One thing about me is like cost impacts hugely on like whether I'm going to buy something or not, because I would rather actually spend like £25 on a shower gel than spend £25 on spot stickers, because one of those things feels luxurious and the other one doesn't. This pisses me off. If I've got a spot, I'm pissed off. So yeah, that's where I'm at with these. So I do really like these and I would rebuy them in every lifetime. Right, so that was my product empties. That is literally everything. I thought there was more. It felt like there was more and I definitely probably have forgotten some. I do these videos probably like quarterly because I like to save them up and I know everyone really, really loves them and it's been such a long time and for that I'm so sorry. But yeah, I hope this was a great start to your day. I hope it's made for entertaining watching. It's actually only taken me an hour and a half to film this. Who knows how long it will take me to edit. I think this was easier to film and quicker to film because these are all a lot of products that I use really regularly. There's nothing in here that's too difficult to review. Sometimes I look at all these products and they're really hard because I'm kind of like on the fence of how I feel about them, or it's a lot of gifted products and I think a lot more carefully about whether I'd buy that. But these are all like kind of everyday-ish products to me, like hair, skincare, moisturizer, shower gel, so easy to review. I've just gotten loads of Bath and Body Care for Christmas, so the next one should hopefully be really good. I probably won't have to buy my own Bath and Body Care for ages because I've got so much from stuff from Christmas. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today. As I mentioned earlier, please recycle. And yeah, this is not a normal amount of stuff for one person. We are slowly getting through the cupboards. We are slowly getting through things. I will put my socials in the description box below. Please do let me know if you have any product recommendations based on anything that I've said I really liked today, or if you've tried out anything and maybe we have differing recommendations. I always think it's really interesting to talk not only about what we like, but what we disagree on. If you did like today's video, I'd really appreciate it if you left a little like. My schedule in the new year is regular Sunday uploads weekly and every other Wednesday uploads, so I should have 6 videos a month for you. But let me know what kind of content you want to see from me and I will see you on the next video.